International Basketball Association. It's the world's biggest basketball league. We're talking about a billion-dollar empire, home to some of the world's richest athletes and the most watched games. But today, the NBA is in the middle of a storm. It's a scandal straight out of a Hollywood crime script. 2 cases have been filed in the US. 34 people have been arrested across 11 American states. At the center of the storm are 2 familiar faces, a head coach and a star player, both accused of working with the mafia.
But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states.
In the world of professional sports, the line between competition and corruption is often teased, but very rarely crossed. Today, that boundary was shattered. 2 high-profile NBA names, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, were arrested by the FBI in a sweeping federal gambling investigation. The implications, massive. For them, for the NBA, for the trust fans' place in every box score. Let's walk through the story. The allegations, the evidence, the fallout, and what may come next. Over the last decade, as sports betting has expanded legally across U.S. states, concerns have escalated about conflicts of interest, insider information, prop bets, and manipulation. The NBA has long forbidden players and coaches from participating in gambling that touches their league to protect integrity. Authorities have been quietly examining suspicious betting patterns and whispers of insider leaks for years. In one such instance, scrutiny was already on Rozier for a 2023 game where he exited early under a claimed injury, moves that, some allege, correlated with betting lines. Meanwhile, in the poker underworld, rumors circulated that former athletes were being used as face cards in high-stakes underground games. These threads converged in 2 major indictments, a scheme involving insider sports betting using non-public NBA information, a separate but related poker ring, allegedly rigged, with ties to organized crime. Over 30 individuals, including players, coaches, gamblers, and mob associates, are implicated. Rozier, betting scheme, inside tips, and manipulation. In the early hours of a morning in Orlando, FBI agents arrested Terry Rozier at his hotel. The core charge, conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering. Prosecutors allege Rozier passed along non-public information to co-conspirators, e.g. who would be benched, who wouldn't play, or when he would exit early. One striking example, in March 2023, Rozier allegedly told associates he would leave a game early due to an injury. He exited after approximately 9 minutes, scoring just 5 points, far below his usual metrics. That information was then allegedly used to place large unders bets. The indictment links Rozier to at least 7 games between 2023 to 2024 where these patterns appeared. Billups, rigged poker, mob ties, and tech cheats. Chauncey Billups, a Hall of Famer and current head coach, was arrested in Portland. His charges: conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and participation in a racketeering-style poker ring. The poker ring is alleged to be Mafia-backed, involving the Bonanno, Genovese, Gambino, and Lucchese families. But these weren't ordinary underground games. Prosecutors claim high-tech cheating was employed. 1. X-ray card tables, able to read hidden cards. 2. Rigged shuffling machines/modified devices. 3. Smart lenses or glasses that help read marked cards. Victims fish, as they're called in poker slang, were often lured under the impression they were playing with ex-pros in fair games. Instead, everyone, including shufflers and devices, were in on it. When some victims refused to pay losses, mob muscle, intimidation, and threats allegedly enforced collection. NBA and teams respond immediately. Both Billups and Rozier were placed on leave by their respective organizations. The NBA issued statements emphasizing cooperation with authorities and protecting integrity. For the Trail Blazers, assistant coach Tiago Splitter steps in. Legal and public reaction. The scale astonished many. 34 people across 11 states arrested. FBI Director Kash Patel called the fraud mind-boggling, citing tens of millions in illicit gains. Some commentators compare this to an insider trading scandal for sports. Billups' legal team insists his client is innocent and would never risk his legacy for gambling. Rozier's lawyer criticized the manner of arrest, saying authorities wanted a photo op rather than letting him self-surrender. Reputation damage and public trust. Regardless of legal outcome, the scandal shakes fan trust. Can we truly believe box scores and performance when gambling money is involved? Teams may tighten internal monitoring. The league might enforce stricter rules on prop bets and betting markets. Sponsorship, viewership, and the NBA brand could take a hit if the perception becomes that the sport is vulnerable to corruption. Both Rozier and Billups have been released on bond under conditions: travel restrictions, tightened oversight, prohibition from gambling. Their court dates: Rozier's next appearance in December, Billups in Brooklyn in November. Investigators may unearth more names, perhaps crossing paths with other leagues or betting syndicates. The NBA and law enforcement may push for federal regulation on prop bets, real-time disclosures, or betting bans tied to performance.